thing. This is the Zanaris, the Dungeon Master for Legion. Just into doing some technical out, and I downloaded some voice and technical geniuses. Thankfully, out of state, helping me to go and get this worked out. Stay with me for a second while I try to make this sound. Okay, so let's try. Hmm. I took advantage of it off. Maybe it's because I have too much going on. No, no, I just have to voice like this. But it does. It does. Okay. I have it on high speed mode too. Let's try with just one of the voicemails I could do too. Oh, oh, hi. I don't know why it's so pixelated and ugh. Is it like okay? Poopy doopy. I don't understand. I had a feeling that okay, so the land is better with the cam then. Okay, let's try it just with one with prime voice. You can see how that sounds like. This is a possible entry for the voice of prime, the leader of the numbers. I can see you now. I can't find you, but I will. Slowly, surely. How's that sound? Hmm. I actually have a funny thing. I want to see how it sounds with the scream. Yeah. Prepare yourself. Ah, that sounds okay. Ooh. Okay. So I think I kind of just need to drag it out a little bit when he's speaking and when he's kind of doing the whole thing so that all of the ending parts go a little bit longer than what I would normally. Okay. So I'm going to attempt 5 again. Let's get a shot. I am number 5. So, yeah, that's actually one of the things that I'm loving to do. Uh, 5 is not a very creature. It's just
Oh, that's it. Just, I need to change my face a little bit right here. I am five. How interesting to see all of you. I found you. Yes. The- So, I, oh yeah, I think that this is where I want to be. Jet. I am fine. Once I kill two, I will become one. Hush. he's, he's not a smart man. He's just, sadly, he's not the smartest of the numbers. You haven't had a chance to ask that question yet. You would, you would have to, he's probably quite happy about it, but you know how it is. Politics. How strange. You haven't. You, it comes in time. So, I want to see how this line was on. I don't understand why you were waiting. We could just burn down the whole city. Stress. I could do like do, do a five. Good, good. I hope people are just randomly watching this, not sure what the fuck is going on. It's just like, what is that? It's a DM losing his mind. I do this for all of you. I want you to enjoy it, so you can be weirded out by it. So, yeah, stuff like that.
Let me let me take that off so I'm not just like what the hell is that? It's just like I don't know. Just be very afraid. So I want you guys to know the reason why we do this type of thing is because I I'm very techno stupid. It's just one of those things. The reason why I go on and have that I actually ask for constant help from my team is because they are amazing, and I don't know what to do when it comes to Twitch. I don't know what it comes to do with any of this other type of stuff. So Emily is pretty much kind of helping me out with the transcourse of that. Now the main reason why I also want to go and do this is to go and show you guys that there's always a way to kind of bring a different element to your game because not everybody's going to be able to do tons of voices and things like that, and so I don't ever want you to go and be afraid to go and try something different because God knows that I've attempted. I'm not very good with accents from time to time. Sometimes I can almost slur my words just a little bit. So especially when I've been doing it for a while, like if I've been really like on it, my throat will start to go and get kind of hurt. So just a few elements to kind of go and give you guys a heads up. Drinking water helps. Granny Smith apples, believe it or not, that's actually very true. I would definitely go and say that you warm up your voice before you start acting the fool. And I know that sounds odd. Yep. Hmm. So don't be afraid to put your finger in front of your lips too, because it kind of keeps you from doing the whole that extra pop noise. So if and because you can do the pen, and if you don't have anything on, and don't ever be afraid to kind of I I want you guys to all realize that if even though you think you look foolish, your players will appreciate the extra things that you're going to do. So if you're kind of doing like the whole, "Whoa," I know I probably look crazy, but if you heard that coming down from some place and you had no idea what the hell it was, like what the hell is that? So it's a little bit different when you guys go and see my face and stuff like that, and you're like, what the hell is that man doing? And that's fair. But and also don't smoke kids, it's not good for you. But if you I am addicted to nicotine, and I am so sorry that I smoke on this stream as much as I do. I have to get better with that because that's the thing. Hmm. It does, and I also want you to go and know you don't always have to go super deep, because a lot of deep voices, as for example, I can go deep with this voice, but drag certain sounds. I am this, you are that. As you kind of drag it in a little bit, that guttural noise that you make it speak will come off deeper than what you really can do. And don't be afraid to kind of tighten your stomach a little bit, because your diaphragm's right here. I want you to kind of think of it as your instrument, and your voice being your instrument. You want to be able to speak right down here, because it's harder for me because um, some of you may not know this. I was born deaf, and I actually had my ears fixed when I was 3 years old. So I hear sounds still differently from time to time, and there's certain words I can't pronounce, which you will see when you are watching me. So there's going to be moments that I might hesitate on something, and that's okay because you too, and don't worry about that. But when you go to go, yeah, but I want you go. Yes, fitness. Exactly. So now you got to go and think of it this way. Um, one of my one of my favorite things to go and do, and you're gonna laugh. If I'm trying to do an Irish accent, I'm trying to go and pull words a little bit. I read Irish Twitter posts. That sounds very odd when I say it like. But if you go and you read a Twitter post from someone that is straight up Irish, I mean like real Irish. And as a matter of fact, if I can go and find one, I want to read it to you so you can kind of go and hear where the words are. Allow me just a moment, because there'll be times it'll slip, and that's fine. But exactly. So if I can find one here, uh, this shit. Allow me just a moment. So sorry. As you can go and see, I'm not much of a technological fella here. So, oh, I broke my computer. Oh, allow me a moment, please. Da, 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 da. Nope, that's not it at all. Well, I'm so sorry. You start looking for Irish Twitter memes, and all you get is nonsense. Oh, uh, here's here's one. Robert McLaughlin was shagging a bird, and he went like that to her. Who's your daddy? And the bird went, I don't know. He left my mom. You see, little things like that. You're able to go and kind of play with it a little bit. Or let me see. Do, 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 do. Let me see what. Oh, this is a good one. My mom had a go at it. My mom had a go at it for using too much toilet roll. We'll just leave my arse caked and shite to save you an extra 1.50 pence, your fucking weapon. So, I know it's terrible, but believe it or not, that's how I start to warm up my voice for that. And um, one of the things that I'll want to do for someone like Saint Montgomery, which I'm not sure if you guys had a chance to go see her. Saint Montgomery speaks with a much lower calmer voice. She's I would go and say that she has a French accent, but from time to time if you kind of turn almost a little Welsh. So when it comes to Saint Montgomery, body language is very important. She's different. Her hand movements are different. The way that she carries herself is different. Not remember, if you are streaming, it's not just going to be how you sound, if not how you train the voice when it comes out. So when I'm doing a creature like five, I'll turn my face a little bit, and I'll kind of help kind of get into that visceral sense of where I'm trying to be at. It's hard because when you really, really want to kind of bring out that more animal like sound, don't be afraid. I know that sounds really odd because we're on the internet. People are going to look at you and they're going to be like, that guy's making a funny face. Who gives a shit? It's perfectly fine because if you guys are going to think like, look, I probably do. But do I sound fucking cool? So go with it. Please go with it. Don't be afraid to go and do it. Mm. And like for examples, when I do Mandela's, Mandela has a mask that covers his face. So you want to make sure that you're a little bit louder when you go to see and all those other things, because if not, no one's going to hear shit that you're saying. So those types of things. But I'm glad that we were able to kind of do this. I'm not going to take much more of your time. It was more of a me wanting to go and share with you and doing some really, really, really intense audio fixing because um, we're not pros. And, agreed, agreed. Now, keep in mind, what I will want to tell you is you better have some fucking RAM in your laptop because if not, it's gonna slow that bitch down like no one's business, which is kind of what was happening to me for a second, and I got it stuck. But mhm, it does. And for example, I want to have a pop filter, but I also have one of these little doohies bubbles. So when I'm going to go, I'll go and I'll just kind of move some of this, I'll take some of that off, and we can also increase the input that I'm putting into it to go and make it sound louder. Because it's hard because since I'm so used to DMing live with people, getting to kind of know the multifaceted doing this on screen is a little bit is harder for me. We also have one of these little isolation jams, so I try to go and avoid any other, which is the reason why I so clear it's here. But I don't want to constantly be doing like this when I'm talking to all of you. But but for what it is, it's it's easier said than done. Um, my biggest thing for you guys, at least tonight, don't be scared. Look foolish. Please look foolish. I want you to look foolish, and I want to see you look foolish, so that you guys can go and learn really cool stuff, and then I can learn cool stuff from you, and we can just go and keep on doing really cool stuff together. So with that, I'm gonna go and try one more voice on here that I'm kind of curious to see what it sounds like. So give me one sec. Let me take this off. Let's try this real quick. Okay, because I am just a little bit curious to see what this sounds like on here. How do I sound? Am I peaking? All those last 5 seconds are the worst. Perfect. I'm not saying that you should use this voice, but I like the way it sounds. You should definitely use this voice. Use it for I I have an NPC in mind and stuff like this. So the problem is that I don't want to drive you guys crazy with it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't care. So most likely I'm going to be doing this. Use it always. That's fine. Maybe, maybe just maybe. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of want to make a forge bar that sounds just like this, just to fuck with you guys. So, but that's karma. That's karma just fucking with me. But thank you so much for taking a time out to sit with us for a second and just kind of hear all this silly, silly shit that we do. And let's so we're gonna head out. And again, yes, isn't she good at that? She's so fucking good at that. It hurts my head. I love that shit. Talking about that, what do you guys think about me and Matanzo maybe sitting down and doing some HP Lovecraft and really getting really fucking creepy with it? So maybe some sound effects and some other obnoxious shit that we can go and throw in there. So if um if it's something that you guys be interested in, please feel free to go and drop it in the chat or feel free to go and leave us some messages. And we'll start plugging in other things. We haven't gone live until the beginning of the year, but in the time that we are here, please go and know that we're listening. So if there's ever any moments with the audio, if there's any video, feel free to go and be like, "Hey, you need help with that." So then, and that's okay. And also, if you guys haven't heard, I can do certain little voices. I love this the others, but I don't know why I like that voice. Yes. Yes. Hi.
that's great. So this is us saying goodnight. And thank you. And hopefully you get to see some play of that very soon because they've been avoiding combat, but soon they won't have the chance. Sure, sure.